Hello and welcome to another episode of the E&E Style Showcase. I'm your host, Jonny Wimbush, and I have with me today a phenomenal recording artist, Jmedley from Long Island, Strong Island. I remember you from way back when I went to a little college called Stony Brook University. And the first time I saw you singing was at an open mic we had, and I sang with my sister, and you came up and you destroyed the entire setup. Not literally, but you sang so excellently, and it's amazing to see you flourishing now. But just introduce yourself to our viewers. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Jmedley. That's just Medley, for anybody want to know what the J stands for. I'm from Long Island, and I love to sing about Christ because He's number one in my life, and I will be nothing without Christ.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, my segment is about operating in your gifts, finding your purpose, and finding success in doing what God put in you to do. So my first question for you, Jmedley, is when did you first realize that you wanted to sing in general and then for God? When was that transition for you?
When did I realize when I wanted to sing?
Yeah.
Pretty much when I got hurt in college. No, I'm just playing. Music always been a part of my life. I grew up in a musical family. My mother sang. My mother, well, she tried to sing, sorry. My father sang. And my grandparents, God bless their soul, they sang. And music was always around. So I guess by the age, I say 7, that's when I knew that I really wanted to do music.
Okay, and now the crossover into Christian music, when did that kind of set into your heart?
Actually, I like that question. I was having a conversation with my pastor at the time, right?
Yeah.
And I was talking to him about what I wanted to do. He asked me what I wanted to do.
Right.
And at first I said I wanted to play ball because, like I said, this is going back years ago when I had legs, when I had knees. So I wanted to play basketball. And so he challenged me to pray about it, as a typical pastor saying.
Yes. And
come back to him. So I tried to pray on it, I think. So I came back and I called him on the phone. So we were talking on the phone. And long story short, he was like, I don't know what it is, but I see you doing music. That's what he said.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't see what you see, Pastor. I see NBA. I'm being honest.
Right.
So he was like, why not use your gift for positive things, like for Christ? And I was like, yeah, but how do you know? We was going back and forth, and forth.
So he kind of pulled that out of you, would you say?
Yes, he did.
Interesting, because your mind wasn't anywhere near I'm gonna be a singer.
No, please, I wanted to play. I wanted to be the next Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson. That's what I wanted to do.
Interesting. So did that kind of? Because I know for some people, for some viewers, they have experiences where they, in their mind, they have what they want to do. Like you wanted to play basketball.
Right.
How was that for you? Like when you heard that news, did you go through a conflict, or was it like a clear cut, okay, I'm gonna do it?
I was stubborn. I had the Jonah spirit. Yes, I did.
Oh, boy.
I was stubborn. I was like, he's not talking about me. I'm playing basketball. So that's what I knew until this is funny. Until finally, I don't know if this was God. I think it probably was. I was gonna try out for Suffolk. In Selden, Suffolk.
Yes.
Coach Race. I know his name and everything. One day before tryouts, I got hurt.
Interesting.
Hurt badly. Really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, really bad. I thought I was Vince Carter. Went a foot dunk. Landed wrong. Didn't know I hurt myself at the time. And then I was on my back, looking up. And when you had that conversation with God, just you and God, just you looking up. And then finally I was like, you win. All right.
Interesting.
I'll do music. that was that.
Wow. So after you decided to pursue music, How quick did you find success? Was it a long process? Kind of talk about that. Like, what was your process like to getting to birthing Jmedley?
Wow, Jmedley. Wow, well. First, to answer your first, it was a long process.
Yeah.
It was a very long process because, all right, so I'm doing music. I had one phase where I wanted to do R&B.
Yes.
I'm sure you remember that.
A little bit.
I'm just a stubborn individual.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you couldn't tell me years ago that I'm going to be doing gospel music.
Yeah.
First of all, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to be playing basketball.
Uh-huh.
And then it was R&B. And then I guess when that didn't work or that door didn't open as fast as I wanted it to, that's when God came to me. Or not so much God came to me. I just had this, what's the word I'm looking for? This revelation?
Yeah, that's accurate.
And of course, my pastor, again, his famous words, I see you doing music.
Right.
And I was like,
right.
You know what?
Kept like echoing in your head.
Yes.
Right?
And of course, you know how you go to church and you have different people that prophesy over your life.
Yes. Yes.
And a series of because I also play the organ.
Okay.
I play in church, and I promise you, there was a time where people would just stop what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm on the organ.
Right.
Just stop. They would just stop. Come here. Me? You
Right.
want me?
And you're like, I'm in the middle of something.
No. Stop playing, son. Let me talk to you. God told me to say this to you.
Right.
And they'll say what they...
Interesting. And it
That's
was
great.
just confirmation of that original,
Yes.
I see you doing music.
Yes.
So that definitely was a word over your life.
Yes.
Definitely was a calling. So now that Jmedley is beginning to
Yes.
flourish,
Yes.
you know, I see on Instagram, on your Instagram, you have these little collage videos, and those things are amazing. Like,
Wow.
if you get a chance, just look at his Instagram page. But this is very professional looking things that I see happening for you, and photo shoots, and you know. So like, how does it feel now? And maybe even say if you had this experience, but to see it all come full circle, you know, do you feel like the journey was worth it?
Oh, it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna echo Kirk Franklin.
Okay.
Nobody likes the process, but in the end, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, I think I'm gonna echo somebody else. I heard someone say this earlier about seasons and about. It was very profound, but I'm not even gonna take what they said and mess it up. Basically,
Right.
you have to go through a process.
Okay.
And it makes you who you are. And I had to go through that process of being stubborn. The Jonah spirit, until finally, I'm glad I'm not in the hospital bed saying, "I'm sorry, God, all right."
Interesting.
So I had to
Yeah.
go through the process to become Jmedley.
Okay. So it was worth the sacrifice.
Definitely was worth it.
Okay.
I mean, well, would I want to do it again? Maybe not the same way, but
Right.
it's definitely worth it.
I see. So let's talk a little bit about the importance of not only knowing who you are, but finding a brand and kind of experiencing growth and revenue in that. I see you have the T-shirts.
Yes.
You have the
Shameless
Jmedley
plug.
Music Ministry.
Yes, sir.
Right? And kind of talk about how that fits into who you are, how that fits into your calling as an artist for Christ.
Okay.
Because I like the shirt. It's fresh. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's actually from the verse. We took the verse. You know, through Christ, all things are made new.
Yeah.
Fresh, making a nowadays terminology. That's why I'm fresh.
Okay.
Through Christ, so we're made new.
Yeah. Now, is this your creation?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm getting there
Mm-hmm.
as far as the duplications. I don't know if you say that for shirts. I don't know how you say that.
Duplications. Yeah.
I'm
You
getting-
gotta order them, get
Yes,
them
yes.
processed and all that. Yeah.
It's coming. But yes,
Okay.
this is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm made new. And
Okay.
Jmedley, it's perfect marriage. Perfect marriage.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Is there any significance behind just Medley, or why you chose that name as opposed to others?
The reason why I chose just Medley is because all right. I keep it short.
Okay.
I love different genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
I come from church background, of course. And I also come from the school of hip hop in a way, the school of reggae music, the school of R&B soul.
Yeah.
And you put that all together, you get a medley of genres.
Interesting. Okay. So that fits you. It's like a little piece of you
Yes.
that you're sharing with everybody else.
Yes,
So a couple more questions that I have for you while you're here, and before you perform live.
Great.
What would you say was a setback that you experienced as you were coming into your identity as Jmedley? And also, how would you encourage those people that are watching that are currently stuck and they don't know where to go next?
I'm sorry, the wall was laughing.
Yeah, one of the setbacks that you experienced and how you overcame.
One of the setbacks. I had a lot of setbacks from young, even to recently. But through it all, I would say, I don't know if I'm answering your question, but it was my relationship with Christ that brought everything together.
Yeah.
And of course, my Jmedley music team, whoop whoop.
Okay.
And for them, and of course my wife, beautiful
Yes.
wife. She's been my rock. No matter what happens, she's always in my corner.
Nice.
So I thank God first and foremost.
Yeah.
And I thank God for the people that He used.
Okay.
To keep me grounded. Yes.
I one of the things that I've learned is if you want to get anywhere successfully, you have to have a good team.
Yes.
Very few people reach the stratosphere of success, like T.D. Jakes, Michael Jackson, Stephen Furtick, without having a solid team. So you would agree that that's invaluable,
Oh,
right?
yes. Oh, you need
That's
that team.
awesome. And any last words that you want to say to any viewers that might be wanting to give up? Like, did you ever have a point where you wanted to stop? Like, you know what?
All the time.
God, I know you said this was, music was my thing, but you know what? I'm tired. Did you ever have like one of those moments?
Oh yes. And a lot of things that you do, you're gonna be faced with times where you want to give up.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to do things on a consistent level, consistent basis. So what I'll say to my viewers is to have, or anybody watching, even including myself, you always have to have that solid faith in Christ or that solid relationship. That's number one. Without that, you fall easily.
Yeah.
I mean, without Christ, you fall.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
End of
Seek
story.
ye first the kingdom, right?
Exactly.
That's true. Well, it was awesome having you here.
Right.
I'm going to take a break, and I'm gonna let Jmedley Music Ministry do what they do. You can find them on Instagram,
Right.
social media, Facebook.
Jmedley Music Ministry, that's music with a K.
Okay.
Jmedley MUSIK. That's on Instagram. And Jmedley Music on Facebook. You like me on Facebook. And I'm also on YouTube.
Okay.
Jmedley Music on YouTube. I got a shameless plug. I call it the Jmedley Music Twist of the Month, where I
Okay.
take either a song that's current or a song that was current years ago, and I'll flip it into an inspirational song or a gospel song, and just to uplift the people. I mean, I love to create. So I like to give back in that way. in that
That's
regard.
awesome.
So
That's
look
awesome.
out! Look out for the Twist of the Month in December.
Nice. It was a pleasure having you.
Yes,
It was a
sir.
pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir.
And stay tuned, because when we come back, Jmedley Music Ministry is going to do their thing. Thank you.
Clapping my eyes in the camera a little bit. I kept it God is able to do just what He said He would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Yeah. God is able to do just what He said do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Yeah. Oh, he's able. Everybody help me sing. Yeah. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, he is able. He's able. Sing. Oh, can we take it up? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is able. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, he is. Can we take it up? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Yes, he is. God, he's able. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Listen, I know that he can do it. He said he'll help me do it. I know that he can do it. He said he'll help me sing. I know that he yes, he will. Yes, he will, yeah. Listen, 'cause he's able. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is, yeah. Oh, yes, he is. He can do it. Oh, yes, he can, yeah. Oh, yes, he can, yeah. Oh, yes, he can, yeah. He's able. 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 Put those hands together, yeah. Put those hands together. Everybody say bless. Say bless. Say bless. Say bless. When I come, when I go, yeah. We're blessed in the city, yeah. Bless, bless, bless. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're blessed in the city, yeah. Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. Yeah. We cast down, yeah. For the devil, you're defeated, yeah. Late in the midnight. Oh, God's gonna, it's gonna work, yeah. Yes, he will, late in the midnight. Oh, and around, and around, and around, and around, and around, down. Oh, and around. Oh, down, yeah. Listen, 'cause it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Listen, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it seems like, God told me, yeah, it's gonna work. Listen, whoa, whoa, it's a war cry. Listen, whoa, Hey, we are all blessed. You are all blessed. I am blessed. We are blessed. We're blessed in the city. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 nah, nah. Can we take it up? We down and free. For the devil, you're defeated. Listen, got one more song. Listen. Sing melodies. Oh, da, 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 da. Rain down. Everybody's in melody. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nah, nah. Nah, nah, nah. Now, if you're watching this video, if you intend to listen, say, hooray. All the time to say, hooray. Every time to say, hooray. All the time to say, soprano, hooray. Soprano and alto, hooray. Alto, hooray. Soprano, hooray. One more time, yeah. Oh, here we go. Keep it going. Yeah, na 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 na. Sing melody. Yeah. No matter what you're going through, just remember God remembers you and God hears you. Melody. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's bring it home. Say melodies from heaven. Rain down, rain down, rain down, yeah, rain down. Oh, we need you. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Rain down on me. We need your Holy Spirit. We need your Father. We need to hear from you. Oh, melodies, melodies from heaven. Yes, sir.